on, guys? We're back at it again with another video, and today we're repotting our pogos and talking about why using your dead fish could be beneficial for your plants and fish tank. I kind of covered in the last video why fish dying in your fish tank can be beneficial to your fish and snails and shrimps, because they can eat them and they break down waste that feeds the plants inside of the tank. Same thing for your plants that are not aquatic. So what we're going to do is we got ourselves some soil, brand new fresh soil. You want to put a little bit of the soil in, not a whole lot, just a little bit like that. Then you want to plate this bag. So you really want to start with the bag first. Now if you have a smaller table, you can actually wrap the bag around the table, so like that if any dirt, anything falls off, when you're done, you just pull the bag out and everything stays in there. This is our pogos right here, and we're going to use this wedge to pretty much soften up the dirt around it. And I don't want this dirt all over the floor, all over the place. Soften it up so that when I'm ready to toss this dirt, I can toss it right in this bag. Keep getting it up in there. You want to gently tug a little bit. You're going to want to keep doing this until you can soften this soil up. Then see all these little things right here? They make it hard for you to actually get your plant out. So what I do, I like to just snap them off. They come off if y'all don't know that. Just like that. I watched another video of a guy, he actually cut them off. He didn't know that these little things just snap right off the bottom. Just like that. Now, a lot of times people keep this and they put it at the bottom in the root, so it actually dig under this and they'll suck up that water that just sits in the bottom. I don't really keep it. As you see, I already put the soil. Sometimes what I do is I just take and I sit it on the top. Then I put it like that, and then I let it wrap in like that. But I don't really use it. It's more for like draining. I don't use it. Put it in there. We already have our soil. Bring y'all for a close-up. Check these roots out. Now, since you're in this plastic bag, you're just gonna slam this on this until the plant and the roots itself is separated. Some people take a mallet and they just gently dab at it. What I'm going to do is take my separator and just pat it out until it just separates on its own. Very moist. I just gave this some water not too long ago. A lot of people overwater their pogos. Pogos don't really need a whole lot of water. Some people will keep some of this old soil with it, since it's going to be wrapped pretty much around a bunch of new soil. But I like to get as much of it off as possible. Just like that. Some of the plants are actually separating because it's multiple different little pogos that they put. See, we lost one right here. It has a root, so we can actually use this. Now see all your soils in there. This is where your dead fish come into play. Here goes my dead beta. It smells really bad. In this water, there's a bunch of vitamins, a bunch of benefits that came from this dying beta. You're going to spill that straight into your soil. Just like that. That's going to break down in there. Your plant is going to eat at it. Smells really bad. Smells really terrible. You're then going to take your plant and you're going to put your plant in there. Just like that. Take your soil. Pretty much I'm gonna backfill it. Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing because I'm doing it on the floor, which is stupid. That's why I got the bag, but and you're probably thinking, why you just don't take the fish water and just water your plant like that? You could, and I have done it a lot. And that's it, just like that. Now I'm not going to water this plant for a couple of weeks, almost a month, because there's water like this thick sitting down in here with that fish. They're going to get a bunch of beneficials from it. With these pogos, you take a wet rag or something, puts a little bit of Dawn, and just wipe them down. Keeps them nice and fresh, keeps the dust off of them. What you do is you separate them, give them some space so that they can continue to grow. And what I like to do is sit the plant outside for a couple of days to get some natural sun after replotting. This can be used to replant other plants that you might have, whatever you want. Now see, all that dirt is in that bag. You gotta worry about it all over the place. Real simple. Now, your fish passes. It's a natural source of food for your plant. The water that is decaying in is natural sources of food for the soil. Your plant is going to eat from that soil, is going to eat at that fish. There's going to create bugs in the soil that are going to eat at that creates nutrients and keep your soil fresh. There's other things you can do. Crack eggshells, yolk, and things like that. Your plants will eat at all that stuff. A lot of vitamins and stuff come from it. But you can use your dead fish instead of just flushing them out. And you'll see how good your plants will grow. And how big and fast they'll grow for doing something simple as a few dead fish and just putting them into your plant. Let's take a look at it. Get you up close. Check it out. Get in there. Make sure you separate it. Get a water bottle with some water and just spray it down. Should I put this one in there? Because it's dying off in here. It grew roots, but look, that one's dying. I wonder if I replant it in here, will it regrow? I put it right there. Let's see what happens. It's in new soil. It's been getting that beneficial water straight out of this filter. Look at this. Nicey gunky. But it started dying recently, and I don't know because I keep touching it to show you guys. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna reuse this because it makes it easier for me to grab it. And I didn't pay that much for this. Take the barcode, scan it, it didn't cost that much. So, very simple video. Not too much, not a whole lot of details, not a lot of crazy stuff about... Got dirt on my phone. Not a whole bunch of crazy details about why you want to do it or should you do it or anything like that. It's just, it's beneficial to the plants, the compost and the nutrients that fish, your snails and things like that will bring to the tank. Also, simple things as just taking a couple scoops every 2 weeks of water from your fish tank and introducing it to your plants. That's about it, guys. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think about that. It's not cruel. It happens every single day. Believe it or not, a lot of these companies that are making these soils and stuff like that, they're using dead animals and stuff like that. So check it out.